Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Day-Glo Buffalo and this is Let's Play Cathy Rain. When we last left off, we were exploring the attic at our grandma's house, hoping to find some clues as to what our grandfather was up to. I was just noticing there's something up here. Looks like a case or something, but it's not something we can interact with, at least not now. So I guess, well, there's nothing really we can do with it. So let's keep looking. I think we already did the briefcase, didn't we? Oh yeah, we need a combination. Never mind. Can't do anything with these boxes. Neither with these boots. There's a ton of stuff on the desk. And I think we already looked at the shelves as well.
Various books and office supplies. Nothing in particular catches the eye.
Right. Hold on a second. Yeah, apparently in this game, volumes reset to default when you exit the game because the music was back up to being very loud while the voice lines were being very low, which I had changed last time. But apparently the game doesn't remember that I did that. Huh. That's going to be annoying. I'm going to have to remember that. Or I'm going to have to remember to reset that every time I start the game. But anyway, well, let's start examining the desk by examining the chair.
A worn office chair on wheels. I'm feeling a sudden urge to do a race.
Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of room to race around here, though.
Might be something useful in there.
Well, let's check it out.
Empty.
Never mind. Maybe this side?
Might be some...
Right.
Nothing.
Oh well.
Just some old bills. Nothing interesting. It looks like someone was doing geometry. I can't make much sense of it.
Can we take it?
It looks like
No.
an old typewriter covered in cobwebs. A thick book about math.
All right, is this it?
Various books and...
We already checked out Mr. Bear over there. That seems about it. All right, The Secret of Infinite Numbers by Arthur P. Gibson. We got 3 bookmarks. Wow, pi. So we can't read that. But here we got pi to, well, at least the first 3 lines are legible, so that must be relevant somehow. Blue bookmark. Fibonacci numbers. Okay. So each number, if I remember correctly, is the sum of the previous 2 numbers. So 1, then 1 plus 0. If there's a 0 here, you'd have 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, 5 plus 18 is 13, and so on, moving forward. And prime numbers, numbers that are only divisible by themselves and by 1. At least divisions that give an integer. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Okay. That all seems fairly basic, considering that I know all this stuff, and it's been a long time since I've taken a math class. All right. Nothing else? Is there anything else we can talk to our grandma about?
Oh, hello, dear.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Locked briefcase.
I found a locked briefcase in the attic. Do you know anything about it?
Oh, that old thing? Joseph said there were just some old boring Air Force papers in there.
If that was the case, why use an intricate combination lock?
That's a very good question, dear. In any case, I wouldn't know how to open it.
So we already tried all these.
I got the dictaphone already. I don't think there's anything else in there I need to mention to her. Hey, Grandma, do you recognize this tape recorder?
Oh, yes, Mr. Dicto. Joseph used to carry that thing with him everywhere. He could be absent-minded at times. It helped him remember things.
I found this book in the attic. Recognize it?
Oh, yes. I bought it for Joseph's birthday once. He was always fascinated by numbers. He believed that math could explain everything in this world.
He was a man of science. There's no denying that.
All right.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
But actually now, we need a combination, a numerical combination for the briefcase, and we got a book with a bunch of numbers in it. So we could try those. Like, for example, pi 3.314159. That's 6 numbers, and I think the lock takes 6 numbers. So 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, and 9.
Yeah, that would have been too easy. I doubt the book alone is enough to solve this.
Oh, okay, so
A leather briefcase sealed by a combination lock.
So basically, the game is telling us that there's more to this than just simply using pi or the Fibonacci sequence 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 or 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 maybe. But, you know, this is an adventure game, so maybe it's better to try 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.
Yeah, that would have been too easy.
Never mind. And what was the other one? Yeah, I could figure out prime numbers by myself, but why bother? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11?
Yeah, that would have been...
Never mind. Well, at least we tried. No, that's nothing. We maybe...
Hi, this is Eileen speaking.
Hey, it's me, Kat.
Oh, hi, what's up?
Ah, here we go. We can ask her about it.
I've got this briefcase with a combination lock here.
Yeah, so?
Well, you're a geek. You must know some way to crack the code, right?
You watch too many movies, Kathy.
Come on, help me out.
How many digits?
6.
That'll be too hard to brute force. Maybe whoever set the code left some kind of reminder around. Most people are careless about that sort of thing.
I looked, but couldn't find anything too obvious.
Then I'm out of ideas.
I don't need to ask. Okay, gotta go. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
So, leaving some kind of reminder. But yeah, we didn't find one of those. And the math book numbers didn't really work. Oh, coffee cup.
Decades-old coffee. Lovely.
Did nobody even bother to come here and maybe at least clean up stuff like this coffee?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. It looks like someone was doing geometry. I can't make much sense of it.
Well, maybe Eileen can.
It looks like...
Let's listen to this again. That's strangely satisfying.
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody else.
So wait a second, 3 red roses, a blue violet, and a yellow tulip?
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody else.
Okay, so 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. That's 6 flowers. And we need 6 numbers for this.
I don't see how those things work together. I'll write down clues in this as I find.
The question is, what do red roses, blue violet? So that would mean that the first 3 numbers are the same and the last 2 numbers are the same. question is, that still leaves a ton of permutations.
I must be missing something. What was that weird first message on the tape?
Right. The question is, how do we turn red roses, yellow tulips, and a blue violet into numbers? Red roses are R. Blue violet, yellow tulips. Or is it maybe 3, then something that stands for red rose, 1 blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips? But then that still leaves a ton of different permutations. I mean, we would basically have turned a 6-digit code into a 3-digit code. In either case, the problem is that leaves still 1,000 permutations each. So if this game is well designed, it will not ask us to brute force 1,000 different permutations. Do we have any a book on flowers or something? Oh, hold on. Because I was thinking earlier, she said the book alone is not enough to solve it. And here we got a yellow bookmark, a blue bookmark, and a red bookmark. So is it like, for example, the first, so 3 red roses, so maybe 2, 3, 5. A blue violet, 1. And 3, 1 from pi. So 2, 3, 5. Because, yeah, she said the book alone wasn't enough. And, okay. Then blue was Fibonacci. So 1 and 3, 1.
Yes!
Wow, I figured it out. Okay. And we get an envelope. Wee.
A thick yellow envelope.
I guess we'll grab it.
It's the envelope I found in the briefcase. Let's see what's in here. There were 2 pictures, a newspaper clipping, a key, and a tape inside.
Overexposed picture, photo of soldiers, news clipping, and a small key. Oh, right. Tape's right here. So let's see.
Looks overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just bright white.
Luckily, we have a scanner in our dorm room.
There's probably some way to enhance this back at school. I'll figure it out tomorrow when I'm back.
Okay.
Grandpa in uniform with 2 other men. Something is handwritten on the back. Flight training, McConnell Air Force Base, 1941. Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July. The notice is dated July 15th, 1975. Tragic story. I wonder why Grandpa saved this. It's a small key, fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately. I wonder what this unlocks.
Have we found anything locked so far?
Standard microtape labeled answering machine. It should play fine in Mr. Dicto. The tape I found in the briefcase. It seems that it was used in an answering machine at some point.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too. And I'm not going to tell any of those bastards. They got it all wrong. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
I wonder who this Cocky is.
All right, those were interesting messages. Now, I wonder if the first 2 were kind of, a distraction, and only the 3rd one is important, or if the first 2 also have their significance. The second one could have been Kathy's mother when she went away. But, yeah. Maybe not. Well, although, considering the first message, it stands to reason that this tape was from the time when Kathy was young. So it could be.
Oh, hello, dear.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during the war. I believe they're still training young pilots there today.
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force?
Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that terrible war, together with his best friend Charles and my brother Andrew. Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst. Every short visit from Joseph was a joy, but he kept going back to the front. to my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops until he passed.
Maybe that best friend Charles could be cocky.
Do you know anything about a young girl drowning around here?
Oh, yes. It was the saddest thing. She was only 16. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember the name of the girl or her family?
I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
That's okay, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Does the nickname Cocky mean anything to you?
Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds me of the aviator call signs Joseph and his friends gave one another. Joseph was vigilante. I can't count the number of times he got into trouble for breaking the rules. To this day, I have no idea how he always managed to land on his feet.
Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away with. Every time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear.
But to get back to the subject, you don't have any idea of who this Cocky is?
I'm afraid not, but the Air Force might be a good place to start.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
Okay, so I guess we're going to that Air Force base?
I don't think we need to discuss that anymore since I've been able to open the briefcase.
Just to be on the safe side, let's go through everything.
I already showed her that. Grams, can you tell me anything about this picture?
It looks awfully bright. Perhaps something was wrong with the camera.
Yeah, maybe. I should try to figure something out tomorrow at the university. Look at this photo I found in the locked briefcase.
Goodness, I haven't seen that picture in years. This was taken when Joseph was stationed at McConnell Air Force Base. That's him right there on the left.
What about the other two?
I don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back. The gentleman on the right was Joseph's best friend, Charles Wade.
Do you know anything about this story, Grandma?
Not much, dear. It was the saddest thing. The girl was only 16 years old. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember their names?
Let me think. I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
That's quite all right, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always deeply affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family to ease their pain. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Okay.
Yeah, we had already heard that, more or less. I think it was slightly different.
Do you recognize this key, Grandma? I found it in the attic.
I'm afraid not, dear.
What can you tell me about Charles Wade?
Well, I do know he has made quite a name for himself since he and Joseph went to war together. Apparently, he came up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now.
Any idea how to get in touch with him?
I'm afraid not, dear. I haven't seen him for years. He and Joseph grew apart before you were born.
Any particular reason for that?
Oh, not that I know of.
All right. Well,
Well,
we got
gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
some new information. So, well, I take it we're headed to the Air Force Base next. But I think we will do that in the next part. So for now, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment below. Subscribe to stay up to date, and I will see you in the next part. So until then, have a good one.